Hi, everybody. Welcome again to Ivy League Analytical English. I'm Bruce.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Wesley.
Today we have a reading comprehension passage for you, article. It's called A New Kind of Eating Disorder.
答案，我们的中文标题呢是吃得太健康也是一种病，一个问号。
All right, I'll read through this first, as I always do. Then we go back to parse the article sentence by sentence, take a look at its English vocabulary and grammar, as well as its meaning, of course. And then at the end of the program, we have 3 reading comprehension questions for you. Taking things too far can become a problem, even if the reasoning behind the extreme behavior is for your own good. Health nuts obsess about exercising and diets. They count the number of carbohydrates in every meal and how much body fat they burn at the gym. Caring about what kinds of food we put into our bodies can be healthy, or it can go so far as to become an eating disorder of its own, known as orthorexia nervosa. First described by Dr. Stephen Bratman in 1997, it refers to people who are so fixated on eating healthy food that it negatively affects other parts of their lives. Focusing on eating fresh foods or avoiding certain unhealthy meals has become a lifestyle choice for many. Some people don't know where to draw the line and end up spending absurd amounts of time or money on making sure they are eating right. Orthorexia rears its ugly head when people give up living a normal life to eat only pure food and avoid what they see as contamination. Not trusting perfectly good food is another symptom of the eating disorder, along with pathological behavior like self-punishment for eating the wrong kind of food and other obsessive tendencies. It took many years for the disorder to be recognized. It was first mentioned in a peer-reviewed scientific journal in 2004. Although the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of the American Psychiatric Association doesn't list orthorexia as a diagnosable medical condition, more and more people are discussing it on social media. With this open communication, maybe those suffering from orthorexia will find it easier to seek help.
So there's a new kind of eating disorder. It starts off by saying, taking things too far can become a problem. When you take something too far, what does that mean? It means you push it past a reasonable limit, or when you do something past what's a reasonable amount to do it. So it can become a problem, even if the reasoning behind the extreme behavior is for your own good. So you can be too rich, you can be too thin, and you can be too perfect.
Well, actually, grammatically, Remember, perfect is one of those adjectives like empty or unique that cannot be compared grammatically.
So you're saying I can only have perfect grammar?
Among us, most likely, yes.
OK 那刚刚这个地方其实有一个很重要的地方，就是 perfect 这个字呢刚刚 Angela 老师说这个 too perfect， 那其实这种讲法是有一点语病的，因为 perfect 就是完美所以已经完美的就不会有太完美这种东西同样的这个完美也不会有比较级因为它已经完美了所以另外类似的是像 unique 是独一无二，所以如果已经独一无二的话，你就没什么，你不会说 more unique， 没有这种东西那像 empty 空了就是空的，你不会说 more empty 所以这种文法呢，其实有的时候你会听到母语人士他们偶尔也会犯出这样的一个文法错误但各位记得这个 perfect 这个字呢，就是它没有比较级的也没有什么 most perfect， 没有这种东西
So you can only work too much towards perfection.
Yeah 你只可能说为了要得到完美，你这个工作的过度好，那我们回来看看这个句子，他说 taking things too far 就是做事情做得过度了，做过头了，can become a problem 可能会造成问题 even if the reasoning behind 啊，那通常 reasoning 后面常常就会加一个 behind， 因为 reasoning 就是你论据或者你的理由啊，你的这个通常是有 logical 的一些ideas 啊，所以呢，即使你这个做过度的这个背后的这个理由或者是道理呢，这个在这个 extreme behavior， 在这种极端行为背后的理由或道理呢，是 for your own good 啊，是为了你自己好。所以就算是为了你自己好，你做过头了，也可能会产生问题。
Health nuts obsess about exercising and diets. Now, health nuts, this is colloquial English for those who take eating and health issues too far. Then we say, yeah, you're nuts, you're crazy, you're going too far. When you exercise all the time or you only do certain kinds of exercise, you're always dieting, you're always changing your diets and telling other people they should follow you with your diet and so on.
Which is arguably the most irritating part.
So we call those of us with unhealthy lifestyles, call people who are trying to have a healthy lifestyle health nuts.
好 ，health nuts 就是很疯养生的人啊，对健康非常狂热的人啊。这个 nuts 有就疯的意思哈。那这个是口语的用法，而且其实现在书面英文也常常看得到。那这个英文里面常常这个 nut 前面会加一些其他，像这里加 health。那有的时候我们会讲 a fitness nut 啊，它就是 fitness， 一天到晚迷健身啊，这个一定要练出几块肌肉哈，或者是 a tennis nut 啊，一个疯网球的人啊，那这些都可以用类似的用法。所以 health nuts 这里是复数哈，这些疯养生的人呢 obsess about 中文大概可以翻成满脑子都是，一天到晚想的就是这些东西，满脑子都是什么呢 exercising 啊，运动啊，还有 diets 饮食啊，他一天到晚想的就是这些东西。
They, meaning the health nuts, count the number of carbohydrates in every meal and how much body fat they burn at the gym, so they're always crunching numbers.
好，他们呢计算 count the number of 就是数量，什么的数量呢？这个 carbohydrates 就是碳水化合物的数量 in every meal， 他们每次吃饭的时候，每一餐吃了多少碳水化合物，他们会计算那个量。然后呢，他们也会计算 how much body fat 就是体脂肪啊 they burn at the gym， 他们在健身中心啊，健身房燃烧掉了多少的体脂肪啊，他们也会算啊，所以非常的对这件事情很在意。
Caring about what kinds of food we put into our bodies can be healthy. Well, that goes without saying. We do want clean food. We want nutritious food. That's a good idea. That makes us healthy. It's a healthy idea. Or it can go so far as to become an eating disorder of its own, known as orthorexia nervosa. This idea about not just caring about the kinds of food you eat or how much, but as Wesley just gave you an example, that's all you do. That's all you think about. There's nothing else important in your life, and that becomes an eating disorder. It disrupts actually a healthful lifestyle, and it has a name, orthorexia nervosa.
Meaning you get nervous about eating the right foods, because ortho means correct, and exia is something to do with an eating disorder.
所以呢，我们看到这个地方他说呢，这个 caring about what kinds of food we put into our bodies， 我们放到我们的身体里面是什么样的食物，对这个很在乎啊，也就是说在乎我们吃下去是什么食物啊，这样的一种在乎呢 can be healthy， 可以是很健康的啊。或者也有可能会 it can go so far as to go so far as to 什么什么，就是到了什么什么的地步啊。所以你关心吃了什么东西进去，这个很健康，这很好。但是呢，你也可能会到什么地步呢？到这样的一种这个关心或者注重，会成为一种 eating disorder 啊，就是一种这个食物或者是这个饮食方面的一种失调的状态，叫做 eating disorder 啊。Of its own 的意思就是它自成一种啊，它也会变成一种，它自成一种这个饮食失调。所以你会觉得说，不会啊，我很注重我的饮食啊，我吃什么什么我非常在意啊，那这个自己本身也可能成为一种 饮食失调。那它还有一个名字啊，这个 orthorexia nervosa 啊 ，nervosa 大概就是 nervous， 非常的紧张啊。那 ortho 就是正的意思，就是正啊，所以你要吃对啊，所以你一天到晚很紧张自己有没有吃对东西，那这样的病叫做 orthorexia nervosa 啊，那中文叫做健康食品痴迷症。
So this was first described by Dr. Stephen Bratman in 1997, and it refers to people who are so fixated or so fixated on or obsessed with eating healthy food that it negatively affects other parts of their lives. For instance, I have a friend who lost a baby when she was pregnant because she was so concerned with eating cleanly enough for that baby.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a bit of a tragedy.
Yeah, 好，所以 Angela 老师有一个朋友怀孕期间呢，因为非常过度在意哈，她要吃这个干净的食物哈，这个正确健康的食物，结果
she actually restricted her nutrition so much that there was not enough nutrition in her body, and the baby was like, "Yeah, this body's not ready to be pregnant," and miscarried.
哇，所以她这个限制自己吃东西，所以限制的太过度，结果最后她的身体都决定说啊，我们这个健康状况、营养状况不够好，不能怀孕，她小孩就这样子丢掉了哈，失去了，非常可惜啊。好，所以我们来看到这个句，他说呢，这个 first described by 哈，所以首先是1997年啊，有一位这个 Stephen Bratman 这位医师啊，他描述有这种症状。那这个健康食品痴迷症 ，it 就是指这个健康食品痴迷症呢 ，refers to 它指的是一些人呢 ，who are so fixated 啊 ，fixated 就是专注于啊 ，fix 就是这个定住了啊，所以 fixate 这个字本来的意思就是 concentrate 啊 ，to concentrate your attention on something， 所以他们太专注于 eating healthy food， 太专注于要吃健康的食物啊，结果呢 ，that 表示结果 ，it 就是这整个状况呢 ，negatively 很负面的影响到 other parts of their lives， 很负面的影响到他们生活的其他部分啊，那这样当然就成为一种这个失调。
Okay, our next paragraph. Focusing on eating fresh foods or avoiding certain unhealthy meals has become a lifestyle choice for many. This doesn't necessarily mean that many are health nuts, but people, I think, today are a little more careful and more knowledgeable about what they eat, how much they eat, how much they exercise, and most people realize that when you can, fresh foods are better than buying produce that isn't so fresh and then deep frying it. It's better to have a salad than deep fried potatoes in terms of your health. And a lifestyle choice means this is the way they choose to live.
好，所以我们看到这个地方，它的主词啊是 or 所连接起来的两个动名词片语。哈，第一个动名词片语是 focusing on eating fresh foods 啊，所以你的焦点是放在吃新鲜的食物，或者是 avoiding certain unhealthy meals， 或者是你会避免某一些不健康的这个餐点。这样子两件事情呢 has become a lifestyle choice， 已经变成了一种生活方式的选择 for many， 对很多人来讲这是一种生活方式的选择，所以他们选择要吃新鲜的食物，他们选择要避免吃不健康的食物。
Some people don't know where to draw the line. To draw a line or to draw the line is to set a limit, to say, okay, here but no further. And some people don't know where that line should be, where is far enough. And so they end up spending absurd amounts or ridiculous amounts of time or money on making sure they are eating right.
OK， 有一些人不知道要在哪里 draw the line， 就是划清一条界限。好，那在这里其实可以翻成适可而止啊，就有些人不知道如何在什么时候要适可而止啊。那 and end up 啊，他们 end up， 他们结果就是会 spending， 他们会花费 absurd， 就是荒谬的、可笑的啊。这个 amounts of time 花了太多时间，你听到会觉得太可笑了，这需要为了这个事情花这么多时间吗？或者是 money， 他们花了可笑的、荒谬的、很大量的时间跟金钱。干嘛呢 ？spend 这些东西 on， 这个 on 是跟那个 spend 来的，花在哪方面呢？花在 making sure they are eating right， 他们要确定他们吃的食物是正确的， 所以为了要吃正确的食物，他们花很多时间去找哪里可以买到这些正确的食物啊，例如或者是花了很多的钱啊，别人说这个东西是非常健康的啊，所以呢这个价钱是3倍啊，没关系我就买了，然后就花了很多钱。
Orthorexia rears its ugly head when people give up living a normal life to eat only pure food and avoid what they see as contamination. If something rears its ugly head or rears up its ugly head, this is a picture we draw of a snake, which is flat on the ground, but when it's going to attack, it will raise its head and then move forward and attack.
To rear up is when like a horse raises up onto its hind legs and can strike out with its front legs. And that's the same action that a snake makes when it's about to attack.
Right, and so we use this idea from nature that some things, when they occur and we don't want them to, something bad, then we can use this. A crime rears its ugly head when society, Now, here it's when people give up living a normal life, the typical life that people, they go to market and they buy what they see and they like, and they fix it in traditional ways and so on. But health nuts have to eat so-called pure food that has been studied and classified in a certain way. And as a lifestyle, they trust this kind of thing. They buy magazines that other health nuts buy, and they agree that anything else is contaminated. It's not good for you. It has poisons in it.
好，所以这个 orthorexia 这个健康食品痴迷症呢，它 rears its ugly head 它头会抬起来。那刚刚这个 Bruce 老师跟 Josh 都有解释，这个我们脑中想到的这个image 是，例如说蛇它本来在地上，然后它要攻击的时候，它会把头抬起来或者是马它这个 rear up 就是那马它站立在后脚上面，然后整只马这样掀起来，这样子都是要攻击你那种感觉。所以这个健康食品痴迷症呢，他们抬起头来他们好像会这个开始要攻击你了。什么时候会这样子呢？当人们放弃的过一个 normal life， 一个这个一般平常正常的生活那 to 而去干嘛呢？吃 only， 他们只吃怎么样 pure food， 就是这个所谓的纯食物所以他们不吃那种什么加工食物都不吃所以香肠不可能的那他们 avoid what they see as contamination 他们也会避开他们认为是有污染的这个污染，不管是污染的食物还是污染源，他们都会去避开来。那做得过头了，就变成健康食品痴迷症。
Not trusting perfectly good food is another symptom of the eating disorder. Although everyone's definition of what is perfectly good food does vary. But not trusting what most people would consider good enough food is a symptom of this, along with pathological behavior. Pathological means basically wrong or bad behavior. What's wrong or bad behavior? Self-punishment for eating the wrong kind of food. So maybe you might have eaten a food that you think is not good enough for you, but then punishing yourself for that is where you've crossed the line. And then there's other obsessive tendencies, which we don't detail. But an obsessive tendency, a tendency is that you tend to do a thing or that you're likely to do that thing. And obsessive means that you're fixated on it or you're completely focused on it.
You can't control yourself.
Yeah, 所以 obsessive 在这里已经有强迫症的感觉了所以有强迫症的倾向，叫做 obsessive tendencies。好，那我们看到前面他说，你不相信所谓的 perfectly good food。这个 perfectly 这个字在这里不一定是指完美的，这个 perfectly 的意思在这里是to a complete 或者是 adequate extent， 所以 perfectly good 就是没问题的，没什么问题的意思完全没问题的所以这个例如说英文例如可以讲说 he was perfectly happy until he met her 所以呢在遇到他之前呢他过得其实蛮好的所以这 perfectly 是这样的一个意思，所以你不相信一些其实完全没问题的食物这是这种 eating disorder 的另外一个症状此外 along with 还有怎么样pathological 是病态的 behavior， 一些病态的行为，例如说你会自我惩罚 self punishment， for 表示因为什么自我惩罚呢？因为你吃的所谓的 错的食物 the wrong kind of food 或者是你会有其他的强迫症倾向。
Our last paragraph, it took many years for the disorder to be recognized. This sentence suggests that this nervosa has been around for a long, long time, but people didn't realize that it was a pathological condition.
好，所以花了很多年啊，人们才 recognize 才认出来说，哦，这个原来是一种 disorder。
It, meaning the condition, was first mentioned in a peer-reviewed scientific journal in 2004. A peer-reviewed scientific journal is different than just any science magazine. A scientific journal is one that's serious about reporting real science, but if it's peer-reviewed, then you can trust that the people who looked at it are also people who work in the exact field as the person who wrote the article, which means that they can say, yes, this guy is saying true things, or no, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And only the ones where the peer review is like, yes, we agree with his findings, only those can be published in this kind of peer-reviewed journal. So everyone trusts a peer-reviewed scientific journal more. And so the fact that it was mentioned at all in a peer-reviewed scientific journal is a kind of a way of making it in the disease world. So finally it's being recognized and taken seriously, but this is only pretty recently, a little over 10 years ago.
好，所以呢，它是第一次被提到，是在一个 peer-reviewed， 就是同行评审的一个科学的这个期刊啊，而且是2004年啊，才十几年前才被这个 recognized。
Although the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of the American Psychiatric Association doesn't list orthorexia as a diagnosable medical condition, and I'd better stop here. In the United States, the American Psychiatric Association, their Bible of what is or is not a medical condition or psychological condition is called the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual. That manual does not list orthorexia nervosa as a problem. However, we start with although. More and more people are discussing it on social media. More and more people are becoming aware of this condition, and they are concerned about it.
好，所以这个 The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual 是美国精神医学学会啊，他们的这个出版的一个几乎是一个像 Bruce 老师用 Bible 这样的一个字，就是他们具有权威性的一个出版物啊。所以虽然这个出版物并没有 list， 没有把这个健康食品痴迷症把它列成是一个 diagnosable， 就是可以诊断出来的一种这个疾病啊 medical condition， 虽然是这样子，但是越来越多的人呢都在这个社群媒体上面讨论这样的一个疾病。
With this open communication, the fact that everyone is discussing it more, maybe those suffering from orthorexia will find it easier to seek help.
好，那因为有这么样开放性的这个大家在谈这件事情 communication， 好，也许那些受健康食品痴迷症所苦的人呢，终于可以觉得说啊，比较容易可以 seek help 寻求帮助了。
We have some questions here for you. Number one is, according to the article, what kind of things do health nuts not do?
好，根据本文，注重养生的人不会做什么样的事呢？
And the things that they don't do is B, eat unhealthy food.
啊，答案是 B， 他们不会吃不健康的食物。
Number 2, what is a symptom of orthorexia?
健康食品痴迷症，它的症状是什么呢？
The answer from our article is D, self-punishment for not adhering to a diet plan.
好 adhere to 就是遵循，所以正确答案是 D 啊，他们会因为没有遵循饮食计划而惩罚自己。
Number 3, why do people find it hard to diagnose orthorexia?
好，为什么人们认为要诊断健康食品痴迷症很困难呢？
The answer is A, it is not recognized by some major medical organizations.
因为呢，答案是 A， 某些主要的医疗机构并不承认这种疾病。
Okay, that's it for today. Glad you could join us, and we welcome you for the next time as well. Till then, bye-bye.